So I'm going to try and sort out the wheels today, but I'm not too sure about how. We'll see. Because I've got people asking as well, again, it's not like a dig, that sounds like a dig. When will trucks and wheels will be in the store? I'm kind of hoping no later than a week or two. I was looking up because I really wanted to get a feel for like the humidity and stuff like that. So the UK is hotter than the States, United States on average. It's about 87 to 90%, no, yeah, so 87 to 90% humidity levels, where the States is normally around 50 to 60. So we have it quite a bit more humid. Anyone I can describe it, anyone that's living in Florida, been to Florida. That is pretty much kind of like that because it's isles, isn't it? We live on an island. The UK is like just a giant island, so to speak, and there's water all around us. That's literally right. What's that? Oh, I was looking at it. Apparently, Florida typically sometimes more humid, occasionally. No, sorry, less humid, but there's more heat in Florida. So it's like, what did it say? I don't know, but the UK is about 80 to 7% to 90% humidity levels. We've got a severe weather warning at the moment. It's in Fahrenheit for people. It's 98 degrees Fahrenheit, right, which is nuts. And as well as 96 degrees Fahrenheit, is 89% humidity as well. So it's a severe weather warning today. Or is it? No, it's Wednesday. It's the main severe weather warning. It's gonna be bad. I was looking at because I get so many people now watching this video this morning. This guy who is American and his girlfriend's English, I think. And yeah, I'm pretty sure his girlfriend's English, and he's got like a beard. Kind of looks a bit like Moist Critical. I can't remember what his fucking name is. But yeah, and he's even said that in this video he posted, yeah, orange out on the side and it literally melted just on the side. That's how hot and humid it is. We don't have aircon here in the UK, bro. How is my battery on 20%? I literally charged my phone. We don't have aircon here in the UK, so it is, trust me. And I've travelled around a lot, and I know how hot the UK is compared to some other places. Now, granted, not everywhere. But after looking at this morning, I now know that UK is more humid on average than the States is. We're about 87%, right? The States about 50, 60%. And then to top that off, because how things are changing, we're getting hotter. I don't know if other people notice this in the States, like each summer's getting a tiny bit hotter, but literally at the moment, I think it's they did say that the average temperature is going up every year, but we're now at a whopping. Oh, my medication. That's what I need to take. Yeah, we're at a whopping like fucking. You might go up to 50 degrees Celsius, which is 108 degrees. Not now, but that might be what we start going up to. Is 50 degree summers. That's 50 degrees Celsius. So it's like 110 degrees Fahrenheit. So it's official. In the degree, we are getting hotter than some places in the state. Well, of course, some places in the state, but even some hot places, because like Arizona and Phoenix, places like that. Well, that is in Arizona, but places like Arizona and bro, why is my brain just completely pulled short? I'm running fucking in the south of the states, west, south. Obviously Florida. Florida's just more humid. It's we're getting hotter than the United States. We're going up 50 degrees Celsius. Will be an average summer. It's 37 degrees today, which is 98 degrees Fahrenheit, and it's just getting worse and worse. And we're more humid. So I was looking at that. So the UK is about 87% to 90% humidity on an average, where the States has quite dry months, and then it can be like 50 to 60 in some places. And they're not like Florida, granted, and places like that. But Florida's very similar because they're both surrounded by water. Granted, I mean, it's just a matter of time before, because we've now got great whites in the water as well. They said that there's great white sharks. There have been for a while, especially when the summer comes in. But there's no reason for them not to be. There's abundance of grey seals. The sea gets about 20 degrees Celsius, which is warm enough for great whites to be in. So it's like when people say it's like, oh, you know, the UK is perfect. So, I mean, you literally have like no weather systems, no natural disasters, no animals that would really eat you. I mean, it generally is kind of paradise in that degree, right? You don't have any. I think we've got like one scorpion over here that is poisonous, but I mean it's on an island and near some of the coast. Like the chance of you going near it, there's not any real venomous spiders. There are, but they a false widow and a noble widow, I believe, is now over here. And you've now got there's a bigger spider which is going to shit some Brits up. There's a spider this big that's now in the UK. And no, I'm not on about house spider. I can't remember what the spider's called, but I'll have to look it up. But it's moved over here now because of how hot it's getting. We've got great whites in the water. Average summers may go up to 50 degrees Celsius in heat waves as well. So this is wild. That's over 100 degrees Fahrenheit. It's 37 degrees Celsius today. That's 98 degrees Fahrenheit roughly. Oh no, sorry, it will be 37 degrees Celsius on tomorrow. So yeah. And I looked up, UK is more humid than the States by about 20-30%. It's about 50% on average in the States, where it's about 80% here, which is just wild. It's more than that sometimes. It's like 89% yesterday. And then the only other places really that are Florida or more like just places near a load of water, right? They are way more humid, way more, they're oppressive, granted. But more, I mean, more than most of the States. That are pretty dry, still quite hot, but if you combine the humidity and the 98 degrees Fahrenheit, let's just say for you Americans over here, pretty much what it is, and 98 degree, no, 89% fucking humidity. Yeah, that's death. That is literally. There is no aircon. It is so oppressive. I literally walked outside yesterday and it felt like the air was just like a fucking, you know, where it's just warm. You can just fucking taste it almost. It's that hot. It's weird, man. And the UK is meant to be, well, Spain as well, but the whole of Europe is getting hotter. It's now, every year is going to be like, I mean, we're going up by like a few degrees every year. So it wouldn't surprise me if, I don't know, in 10 years' time, we're looking at like 55 degrees Celsius. I'm not even joking, maybe even more. But at that point, we're getting close to boiling point, because 100 degrees Celsius is boiling point. So we're half of boiling point. Fuck that. Fucking mental. Honestly, I can't believe it. And that's why I'm like, we get to move now. Plenty enough knife attacks. Plenty. It's just enough shit over it. So I was like, yeah, I think soon we'll be leaving. We'd be like, yeah, fuck it. We stayed here because there were no great whites. There were no spiders that could really bite you. And you had the NHS. And now we don't have any of those things. And now we've got great whites in the water. The sun's getting too fucking hot. The houses are built to withstand heat. All I can say is if you want houses, take them. I'm off. It's too fucking hot. I'm dying here. Oh, the heat is fucking. Oh, it is. It really is. It's bad here. People don't understand. I saw a video this morning with a guy he's moved to UK because he's got an English girlfriend, and he said people who are from the States do not understand. Like they mock us all the time. It's like, oh, Brits, you know, yeah, it's not so hot, bless you. It is fucking hot. I don't know why people think we're like bang on the same line of the equipment. Like if you move across, the UK and the States are in the same place pretty much. Maybe South America's not cool, but then you've also got Canada, which is connected, and that's got fucking minus 50 degrees Celsius. So my point is, you've got a big ass fucking landmass over there. Of course, you're gonna feel like you're gonna go south, fucking hit the south pole. Obviously, you won't. But I mean, probably some land masses. And then you can get there's a ice bridge sometimes to Russia, ish. That's pretty cool. Anyway, I'm on a waffle right now. But anyway, it is so warm. And this guy who's from the States left a Terry's chocolate orange on the side. And this thing, Terry's chocolate orange is one of the most solid pieces of chocolate probably I reckon we have here. It's probably one of the purest pieces of chocolate too, in the sense of, you know, they've got palm oils and shit in it now. I'd say it's one of the fancier chocolates. And this thing was like wobbly. He just left on the side. And in the video, he's like literally sweating. So look, I'm not sweating, I'm fine. I mean, I've been out of the shower. We're used to it. But this guy from America, he's like, I'm gonna have to find the video and play it to you. Like, he's generally, his hair's gone into like little beads, you know what I mean? He's like, I don't know how you guys live here. Climatization, to get used to it, I guess. But that whole mocking thing, I've had so many people and mates from other countries come over to UK, and I've gone to other countries. And when I went there first, they're like, I made a mate in when I went over to Perth, and then like a few years later, he come over to UK. He mocked me non-stop, like, oh yeah, but you can't bet you handle the heat. He was fucking wrong. I said, what do you expect, bro? You're the other side of the equator. Of course, it's hot, but I mean, I'd say the hottest place I've ever been is in the Mediterranean, kind of like, or Africa. Definitely one of the hottest places. Generally, like northwest coast ish, like Ivory Coast, is generally so fucking hot over there, and that's because it's bang on the equator, pretty much, isn't it? We don't have any AC. I mean, they have things for keep the milk cold in a shop, but not everyone's going to be like all 2,000 people or whatever. How many people live in our village? At least I wish we could, but they'd probably kick you out and be like, "What the fuck are you doing?" But yeah, there isn't any AC, none. It's not an exaggeration. We haven't done. We don't have ceiling fans either. Some of us do, but we don't have any. I'm not even joking. Like nothing. This is it. This is what we live with. Lights, CO2 fan, and another light. We got here, and no fan. We walk around here, no fan. We look on the walls, no ventilation, no air, no more fans, none. Gotta love it. I'm not joking. I'll get these screenshots up in a second. It said, yeah, technically the UK is more oppressive for humidity in general, and America's more warm. But where it's drier, it's way more manageable. And I know this from experience because I was always like, well, when I've been to States and when I've been to Australia, everything just felt drier. It felt like I could skate and I wouldn't sweat. And like, you literally walk out your door, take the bin bag, and you feel your skin, and it's like that. You know when you feel it and it's sticky and it's almost like it's wet, like you've fucking had a wet t-shirt competition. So it's fucking, and you've done nothing but just walk outside. You don't even have to walk outside. You just sit on your sofa and you feel it. You end up stripping down to nothing because there is no AC, because there is no way to stay cool. I literally sleep with a fan on it in front of my face before, to the point where I wake up with a cold and sore throat because I've just got fucking it blown in like right next to my face. There's just no way to get comfortable. There's no way to sleep. Only Brits do it, and I promise you now, because I mean, we go to Spain, it's like, you know, siesta what? Well, Spanish people might be able to siesta. And I think it's because it's not as humid. We're still relaxed because we're used to humidity rather than still heat. But at the moment, we've got the double whammy. That's why there's a severe weather warning. We've got extreme heat, and the funny thing is, it's not even red warning. I don't think. I think it's red, orange. So I'm like, bro, they're just trying to. That's a pre-warning. Like, here's 60 degrees Celsius next year, and then 65, and then 70. Oh, by the way, you might start boiling inside. Yeah, muggy. Best way to describe it. Oh yeah, got that on like a nail on the head. It's built to withstand heat because the UK was never this hot. It's because it's global warming, the Earth changing, and the equator. You know how it spins over a long ass time. I think we're in the middle of that shift. I believe. I may be wrong, but it does seem to be that way because it's like even with people say, "Oh, but global warming," but during that I can't say it. I'm not going to say a word. During that pandemic we had, you know, the one I want about. If you don't, then where were you? Right, that was one of the warmest summers But you would say, oh, more pollution. Where there was like no cars and like, you know, it was one of the weirdest times as well. It was like you see videos during lockdown of like fucking like Paris and places that were normally packed and they're just empty. So some fucking utopian shit. Watch, there'll be a point one day when, like Spain, when they have to pretty much have a siesta, we're going to have them here, but for safety reasons. I know they do it in Spain anyway, sort of for safety reasons, but. This country just hates us at the moment. That's okay. Piss off then. I'm good, thank you. How are you? Okay. Oh well. I mean, I think end of the human race is coming up. To be honest with you, I really do. I think our time is due. Every. See, the more destructive an animal is, the less time it has on this planet, and we've been one of the most destructive. I mean, look at a fucking horseshoe crab, bro. They've been around since the dawn of time, and Greenland sharks. They don't. They're like 500 years old. Are they bothering anybody? No. Like it's almost like the more of a pain in the ass you are. Like look at whales. There's no way whales should live as long as they do. They like seem very vulnerable compared, especially to killer whales, but they're still quite in abundance. I know we nearly, there was a what do you call it? After there were all the whaling used to happen back in like fucking pirate times, but I mean, there's been a explosion in numbers in certain species of whale, which doesn't make sense because, as I say, they got orcas, one of literally the killer whale, orca, most dangerous. Probably, I'd say, arguably more than like even a cheetah, a lion, and I know that's on land, but their brains are incredibly intelligent. One of the smartest animals as well. So compared to its size, strength, working in packs, kind of fucked. It's like one of the most dangerous. It is one of the most dangerous animals, hands down. Oh, poor Sama. I'm joking, by the way. What about immortal lobsters? All I say about the lobsters is that actually can't be that. Oh, I don't even like that. Bro, the fact people boil them alive, I know it's completely different, but that's so fucked up. I say, boil them alive. But no, I'm a bad person for that. I'm like, well, I just think if we done the same to an animal, if the same thing happened to us that it did to an animal, would we then do it? Probably not. Do you know, that's pretty fucking savage, actually. You know what? Yeah. I mean, I do not agree with halal slaughter. I do not agree with kosher. But this is I mean, I don't agree with it. It's not my choice. It's what I consume, what I consume. I don't eat kosher, and I wouldn't eat halal. At least knowingly. Anyway. I love animals too much. And then this whole controversy of like, you can't be an animal lover but like meat. Stupid shit. Of course you can. I mean, a bear will eat meat, but it loves its cubs, no? It's dumb. I don't like that whole argument. It's stupid. It is so stupid. Oh, do you know what I really when he's talking to the kookaburras, it's just like breaking up a fight between them. Oh, he actually made me love wild. He made me love Australia and wildlife. Made me fall in love with both of them. I've been so close to moving out of Australia if it wasn't so fucked as well. Because I'd deal with the wildlife, but I do what I don't get. If it means I get kangaroos and koala bears. Get clapped from a koala. Because they have chlamydia, don't they? Some of them, anyway. But yeah, I just. Oh, she's just a little baby. She's sleeping. It's a dog, that is. I think she's chasing something that's actually so sweet. You know what? I actually feel so sorry for her. And the videos that you see when they like found each other. Right, I know that like I literally religiously followed that family, to be honest. I always found though, I just felt fair play, but I couldn't. If I had kids, I could not get in the water with gators and stingrays and stuff like that. Because not saying it's against him, because I really have respect for him. He's a great dad, and he clearly showed his kids what life is about. But it also, to a degree, becomes slightly selfish because they don't. You're not around anymore. There's certain acts. I mean, not him. I'm not saying he's selfish. I just personally wouldn't do it because I would find it selfish, knowing the dangers that could happen. There's certain things I guess you can't. There's certain things that are avoidable. And some, I don't know. He was proper risky though. But I mean, he is an Aussie, so they are mad cunts. What on earth? Don't tell me that's rust. Do you know what? I think there's some weird thing when it comes to connecting with some people. I personally, the reason I don't, a lot of people don't understand that, but I do, is because I didn't connect with my family. I mean, my family generally, I could see them on the edge of a cliff falling, and I'd be like, ah, alright. And I just keep walking. Sounds pretty fucked up, I know, but it's apathy. I'm not going to risk my life for yours. I'm not even going to think 2 minutes about it. Like, I'm not going to waste my time, I'm not going to waste my energy. I feel like this one thing, it's like, that is the sort of guy I respect. It's not, but it is. And that's going to sound really deep. Because he still tries for everyone else's sake. I'm not saying people should do that, but life is difficult, and people shouldn't try and make shit difficult for everybody else. So you just try to make everybody laugh, and I have nothing but respect for that. But I feel like that's a typical thing. If people worry about a guy in his depression, watch out for just happiness or force. When it seems maybe like not even natural. Like people say it to me, like, why would I just unhappy? And I do get it. It's like those videos you see where it's like somebody might not, because it's like they make peace with the decision they've made. It's the only way to describe it, I think, really. It's pretty sad. But yeah, Mrs. Doubtfire and everything. I love Rudy Warren. It's all like, good morning, Vietnam. Fucking classics. It's a little ledge, went a bit fucked up at the end. Oh well, not too dark. Guess what's funny and great though? We've got someone else who's now heading into office, a Labour office, or a office, who is probably more of a dick than Keir Starmer. It's Hook is a great movie. I loved how they done the aspect of how he was older, because I feel like Peter Pan, Peter Pan, Peter had no plan. Peter Pan had like been told so many times, like animated. Then the Peter Pan movie in the early 2000s with that fucking blonde with the curly hair. Nothing. I always thought it looked nothing like Peter Pan because Peter Pan had like brown hair. Oh well. And then yeah, Hook. That was fucking great. I feel like I didn't. I know this is gonna sound weird, but when I started watching that movie and it was like Peter Pan, I was like, "The fuck is this? Why is he like an old man going to watch his baseball game?" And then like being reminded who he is, I was like, "That's just a sick telling of Hook." No, of the story. I don't know if that's an actual book, but I feel like it should be. It probably has been made into a book since they normally do that. They don't with Jaws, they don't fucking Indiana Jones, they do it with everything. I'm kind of getting broken. The reason I'm not watching films anymore is because I love actors, right? Like, I loved Adam Sandler until I found out that are they potentially eating something that they shouldn't be eating. If you get what I'm saying. I'm like, oh no, I can't. I'm like, it kind of makes sense. Because I'm like, they've got everything over, they're millionaires, you know what I mean? Like, sell your soul to the devil. I think if you sit there doing your whole life of work, people don't seem to always get anywhere because it's almost honourable work, it's the right work. And giving in is like the devil will give you anything you want. But you have to eat something like that, and I wouldn't fucking ever. If I turn up at a party and they were like, entrees with that, if you get what I'm saying, I would generally probably jump off of a balcony because I know that the whole world is corrupt. I know that I'm part of it. I know that I've got to be compliant or shut up or probably get taken out of the picture anyway. Like, I wonder why so many celebrities are taken out of the picture. But, oh no, they're just, depressed or bullshit for some of them anyway. I think I get what you're getting at. I mean, at the end of the day, it's just a case of like, oh, it's country, man. Shut up. There we go. Right, that was it. 100%. I mean, fuck it. That's what I'm like. I refuse to settle for a life anything less. I mean, as I say, I'm surprised with everything that has happened. Getting on with everything. How have we not hoisted people out of power? I mean, they have done it in recently, you know. Oh, fuck. Well, wasn't it in Syria? I mean, it can happen. People seen the video of do you know we burn a eulogy every year with Guy Fawkes, the son that tried to blow up Parliament, right? We actually have. No, we had Jeremy Clarkson a few days ago burning a bonfire with Keir Starmer as a eulogy on it. It was fucking hilarious because I mean that's some of the sort of thing, you know, that would be considered a terrorist act. But not an actual terrorist act, but like a terrorist act, you know. Disgusting. Knobheads. Oh, just as we managed to get Keir Starmer's wanker, and I think of the new one now. Bro, it's the worst part about it is having to make a new chant or a slogan or like a little catchphrase for them. But there's some people who are like, oh, he wasn't that bad. I'm like, that bad? That's like saying shit don't smell. What do you mean it ain't that bad? Shit don't smell. Come on. Don't be stupid now. That should be. Should be the whole fucking planet. I wonder if everybody jumped at the same time, it would make the earth shake. Probably not, but I mean, there's a lot of people. I generally fucking don't understand it. That is literally like Genghis Khan. With an army of like whatever, it's like just saying one man via a million. That might as well be the statistics we have. Okay, probably, actually, to be fair, people are willing to fight. It's like who's going to win? It's like saying a bear or a fucking elephant rifle, right? Oh, I wonder what's going to win. Not even that. An ant, more right? I should say probably a fucking ant. Wouldn't be able to shoot the right. Wouldn't be able to shoot the ant. Be too bloody small. Terrible examples. My point is, it's stupid. It's like being told like we're controlling you. You know, there's only like a few of us and like an infinite number of you. Yeah, stay in lane. Oh, okay, we just do as we're told. Like what? What's going on? There's more of us. There always has been. There always will be. What is it? Because what I was saying, I was thinking maybe. But yeah, I mean, fucking hell. Ants or
see. Try and change it from having a scrapies or whatever so often. Try and cut down. That sounds like a stupid sentence to be made, but it's got to be done. It's all connected up. Do you know what's funny though? Last night I fell asleep. So it's really random. It's still linked. It's like every day I've had like the worst. I couldn't figure out if I was tired or overworked or whatever. Probably a combination of a lot, but also yesterday I fell asleep on the bed and then I just don't even know what happened last night. I slept like a baby, and it was maybe quite like the hottest night. Granted, no covers or anything, but still. And today I feel so much better. Like I'm not sat there in a confusion. I can speak. I know what I'm talking about a little bit more today, which is nice. Because it's generally been like my brain is swollen. I haven't been able to use it. Right? It's so shit. At least I know what the culprit is now. Lack of sleep. Really. It's kind of close. Like 3-4 hours is not enough sleep. That's for sure. Right, wheels there, that's what I'm going to do. At least trying to do the wheels today. Yeah, but like, how the fuck am I going to shake these fucking things? Asking for wheels, I'm like, it's a pain, right? Because I know people want wheels, I know people actually want the trucks. And like, it's weird. Like, I'd say trucks are bought and wheels bought more often than boards, right? Because people need more of them, which is fair enough. We need like 100 boards and like no wheels. And people like to have different sets of wheels, maybe the same board, which is fair enough. Like grippy ones, soft ones, cheaper ones. These ones run smooth as shit. So they sound like street wheels. And like, you know what I mean? Oh, that's what I love about street wheels. Though they do sound like. I like. There's a way I used to call them. They're like scat. No, they used to like scream. You know when you like spin a wheel around, like. Sound be like sounds like it's screaming in its own way. Obviously, softer wheels I've made like near that where. That one's not on straight, that's why. But it should be quieter. Literally such a different feel. Ooh. So I'm trying to kill a little bit of time until 9, but like I said, I've got to start the lives before 9 o'clock. Because if I don't, it'll come to 9 o'clock and then I'll be sat there for like an hour like, warming up. So just unwinding. To be fair, it does link. Because if I actually do, if I do a load of tasks, typically links me on to the next one, and the next one, and the next project, and the next project, and I'll go through another project. I'm like, well, this one's decided, I'll start another one. But if I sit there and do nothing, I will sit there and do nothing. That's literally it. And that's why if I don't start a live until 9 o'clock, it'd be like before 11 before I actually get anything done. I will be better as soon as I've got my ADHD meds again. I'm literally going to make an appointment today to get a bloody blood test to make sure that a bloody blood test. Bloody blood test. Sorry, I just sounded weird because I see we use bloody and I was like very British, you know. British, you know. You from? Right. I feel like everyone else here has actually enjoyed this. Rarely happens, but I actually have a cigarette I actually enjoyed. So my options are signing the wheels down and a loop. Finding fun. Or essentially to be with mode. Like zippers on like this, aren't they? Normally have a clipper, but that's what you get. I have, well, I have a clipper stand. People see my teachers. I'd send that. Yeah, I didn't try it. If you don't want to talk about it, you know what I'm talking about. These ADHD boosters are kind of like, I feel like they're too strong almost. They're like hitting me like straight away, and where they're like not kind of slowly throughout the day giving me. It's literally like, you know that meme where it's like, guys, like, I took my Adderall like half an hour ago. Should be taking effect. Like, oh, and it starts playing the kung fu music. That's not racist saying kung fu music because it is in Kung Fu Panda. I don't know what talking about is racism. Well, it's not because it means I wouldn't. Racism is a fear or unfound, uncaused sort of like prejudice against someone, or more than a prejudice. You wouldn't support them in any way. You wouldn't listen to their music. You wouldn't buy anything from a shop that was like any culture than your own, other than your own. This is a fact. Racism has got twisted. If someone lives in a village their whole life and they never see a black person and they see a black person, how is that racist to look like? you get made to feel like you're racist because you're like, oh, I'm just interested because it's like, you know, more people moving into the town. It's been a predominantly white town. It's not because you wanted it to be, it's just nobody has moved there. You don't have a say over it. It's nice to see things. I like to see the cultures spread. I do. I think it's nice if they're accepting of each other and caring and kind. Then I'm all for it. I don't get that skip ad. You skip it and it jumps to the next ad. What the fuck is that? It's really cheeky, isn't it, really? It's slow brands get playtime. Ads just feel so forceful and I want to skip them, so I'm never taking on board what an ad says. I'm like, just piss off. I'm not sad like that. I think it's sad when you lose one. There's nothing worse than like knock one over or. Find it. Come on. Uh-huh. I need headphones so badly again. That's good. Enjoy. Can't beat that. Shakes from my foot. Right, I'm gonna draw a flame. Then I ended up drawing a fucking water drop. Now I'm drawing an avocado. Now it looks like none of them. Oh, the case of overthinking. Severe. So showcase the difference though between my board and the tech deck. Now this is a main company, right? Which has got a better shape. Mine, if I don't say so myself. It's just dull. Like, okay, that wasn't too bad. Okay, it's just dull. Crispy. Granted, that's got grip tape on it, but it's because of how hard and long they're pressed for. It's the same size wood. Like you can see this applies. Ish, just about. And then you should be able to see applies on this one as well. Oh, you can't be it. You too, thank you. Freaking nature. I need to. I need to just do art today, really. Fair play though. I can do that. I mean, I do 12 hours, and I'm starting to pass out already, to be honest. So it's all good. It's impressive shit, man. Shakes, man. So bad. Right. What I'll do is start the live again. Literally, matter of minutes. Not even that late, probably. I'm going to end it and start it again. Just because I've got to that point where I think it's coming out to an hour. Like I said, I'd like to restart the live to give it fresh lease of life. See if anyone else today comes on as well. Right, peace, and literally gonna just end it and start it again. Catch you guys in 2 seconds.